And we have a live stream now on YouTube. And we'll also go to Facebook. And we also have a live stream now on Facebook. So with those three confirmations, with those three, our conference line, YouTube, and Facebook, our three assigned social media websites to our public at large. With that, now we say Shalom at Lechem.
Aleichem Shalom.
And we are here again today, fulfilling prophecy. We are in the book called Matthew of the New Testament, the King James Version Holy Bible, and chapter 24. And all of that chapter is being fulfilled today. Today, speaking of today, and for the record, for the sake of this recording, today, according to our Hebrew calendar, our Hebrew solar calendar, is the 10th day. We're now in the 10th day of the first month of our solar calendar, Hebrew, the year 6026. And this same day is recognized by this planet as Monday, March the 20th. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Monday, March 20th, 2023. And the reason why we're here again today is I'm your host, of course. My soul is known throughout history as many appellations. The most infamous appellation of the Old Testament is Micah, the prophet. And the most infamous of the New Testament is the Christ, or whatever name they chose. However, although Micah is of the Old Testament, so is Yahshua. But the first 5 books, the Pentateuch, the Septuagint, known as Yahshua, the son of Nun. I'm the very soul. I'm not here to prove it. I'm here to remind those of others and those others of those who have forgotten. I'm not here to prove anything. And as I always say, I do not even want to come on social media live stream, but I'm on a commandment. I'm here to do my Father's will and finish my works. Keeping in mind with that said, that Noah, the days of Noah, as is also recorded in Matthew 24. So as it was in the days of Noah, so as it is today. The coming of the Son of Man be. They were marrying, giving in marriage, eating, drinking, partying, murdering up one another. The government was corrupted and deceiving the people of the land. And Noah went around for 120 years, warning the people to repent and stop their evil and wicked ways. And they refused. And so as it was then, it is now. Although we do not have 120 years. We are now in that part of Matthew 24 that says, of that day and hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. That means you have an opportunity to be saved from what is already here. No longer coming here. We're going to show you in a moment that my Father is here. And you're going to be given another sign, a message on why we are wearing purple. For the exception of today, you see me wearing a black garment laced with gold trim. If you look very closely, you'll see purple under the black. This black represents Shiloh, the law that's come out of darkness. Shiloh, the lawgiver, is known as a black man, a black angel. That black also represents death, darkness, total darkness. That means I'm going to give you a law today of Shiloh And if you obey the law, you'll be saved. The only ones that cannot be saved, the only ones that will not and cannot be saved, are those who do not want to be saved. And you have to be a fool not to want to be saved, to live forever, or to live an extended life, to prolong your days on this planet, even have an opportunity to dwell in New Jerusalem with my and those who are with me. Only a fool or fools will want to live in hell forever, permanently, where there be weeping and gnashing of teeth and utter darkness. So you've been warned again today. And I do not want to come on, but I'm being told to do so. I follow my commandment from my The title of this testimony today is The INU of TIME. The INU of TIME by the Japanese. The INU of TIME by the Japanese. And we're inviting you today. This is another part of our Feast of Leavened Bread. We are now into the third week of the Feast of Leavened Bread. No one said it ended. See, what you did not know, that only Christ can tell you, that my Father never told you. My Ab never told you. And he did not teach that because he left that for me to do, to reveal during the Passover Feast of Leavened Bread. Is that we're going to go 7 weeks. We're going 7 weeks. I'm to testify and teach you of 7 weeks where I'm putting the sickle to the corn. Within 7 weeks, that will end on April 20th at sundown. And at the end of 7 weeks, you now know the mystery of why it's called the Feast of Weeks. That is a mystery to the Feast of Weeks. The 7 weeks will be over. And then we're going to go and walk toward the second vernal equinox. There will be half of 360. That would be 180. We're going to do that count. I was told by my Ab this morning to guide you through that. And those who accept it and those who will follow it will be saved. That's the first step. The second step, actually the first step would be to come to me in Miami. Come here to Miami or Florida, where the tabernacle is, the Ark of the Covenant. That's where my father came here in 1979 to establish the Kingdom of Shalom. So with that said, I'm going to encourage you now to take out your King James Version Holy Bible and your strong concordance, take out your study tools, dictionaries, encyclopedia. We're going to do some searching on the website today, but maybe it'll help from Google. But you're going to have to pay for this. This is going to cost you. You got to pay. What you must pay is attention. You must pay attention in order to grab hold to this daily leavened bread. And we're now in the third week. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay. So grab your study tools, and most importantly, they're going to ask you to grab something to write with and something to write on. Now, if you're here with me and you have nothing to write on, I'm going to supply you with a holy book. It's black. It's black and it's all full of composition. It's black with white sparkles. The white sparkles represents the knowledge that I'm going to give you and the wisdom that comes from the stars above, that you know are stars. You're going to have white stars and the blackness. And while I'm wearing black, You can have black and gold, but you can have the black and white. So all those who are here with me, if you're here with me, if you can make it here, if you are in another state, you can make it here in the next 15 minutes. I'm going to give you one. I mean, you should not have put yourself in a position to not be here today to receive this blessing. This is a celestial blessing that's coming from New Jerusalem. See, you don't even know what earth is. Or you don't even know the mystery of let thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven, as they gave it to you in Matthew chapter 6, verse 10. You don't know what that means. No such place as heaven anyway. And there's no such place as earth. There is no planet of these 9 planets in the galaxy. This galaxy is called Earth. We did not name it that. We're going to break down what Earth is too. That way you'll understand and comprehend Isaiah chapter 24, how the earth is going to be destroyed. See, you didn't even know my father's here to destroy the earth. That's what they had you believe. And the first thing you should say is, what? Yes. The devils have you believing that the earth is going to be destroyed. I'm going to break down what the earth is so you'll know that the earth is not going to be destroyed, but this planet is going to be destroyed. This planet is not called Earth. Before we do, I'm going to assign books to those who are with me. These are going to be your new book. See? You're going to put your notes in here. This is going to be your diary from this day on of the new year, 6026. That when you open up a certain page, I'm going to actually open it up. You go back to your notes. I'm giving you a talent of a spirit that comes from me. The spirit is coming from me. And in the spirit that I inherited comes from my father. This is one of the 7 spirits, the spirit of wisdom. It's going to be in this book. I'm going to give you that wisdom. I'm going to pour out my spirit upon all flesh. That's with me. Those who do not want to be saved or be with me, they're not with me. Why? Because they're doing things where they think is right in their own eyes. They think there's no king in Israel today. So every man is doing right what he thinks is right in his own eyes. Yet he's doing wrong what they do in their own eyes, what they think is right. So I know you don't have one of these. I'm just going to pass them and pass them down. And everyone gets a book. I have enough for everyone in here, and you don't have to know how many in here. If you want to know how many are in here, then come here and see. What you're going to do, there's a place in the front of the book that you write your name on the front in Hebrew. This is not an English class. Although we're going to have a Japanese lesson in a few minutes. Everyone here gets a book. I have enough for everybody, and those who are not here, I have one for you too. Is that it? Everyone should have a book now. On the front of the book. So you must come for a position. You must come to me for a position to go through the gate to New Jerusalem. That's why this book is called a composition book. Everyone that should be found written in the book. Now we're in Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. Everyone that should be found written in the book. You cannot find or discover the book unless you study the word in. You don't know what in is. And I'm going to teach you what it is. My father, way back in 1979, he started teaching us one Shabbat on in. I-N. The very first, which you think is a word in the Bible. The very first one. In. You'll find it in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. And, but that's a mystery. That's cryptic. It's crypto. Anyway, I'm going to share some of that with you. I'm not going to reveal all. I'm on international television. And it's supposed to be that way. Right now, this is what I want. It's not that I'm going to get it, but this is what I want. Right now, at this very moment, the 10th day of the first month of our solar calendar year, 6026, I want every being on this planet to be looking at me right now. I want every eye, if you have two eyes, I want every human being over almost 9 billion people, no matter what language they speak or what color this complexion of their skin, what creed, what nationality, ethnocentrism, what the ethnocentrism is, ethnicity. I would like to have your attention to every single human being on this planet right now. 9 billion, no matter what time it is on that side of the planet, whether it be darkness or the light of the sun. I would like to have your attention. It's prophetical. I'm going to teach you Japanese. But before, just a little, I'm going to teach you one word of Japanese. Just one word. But before we do, we're going to show you that last night, my father came to Miami in a spaceship. And it wasn't a mothership. Just because he don't fly or use the mothership every time he comes, it doesn't mean he can outuse one of his other 20,000 ships.
Right.
That they know.
Minimal. Right.
We only showed Dow 20,000. We're not limited to 20,000. You think my father is ill in the mind? He's going to let the enemy know how many ships he has so they can create one more than he has? You can't keep up with God. You can't even keep up with yourself.
Come on.
You can't even govern your own government. It's a government fighting against each other. You can't even keep your own house clean. Nation rises against nation. That's the same nation.
Mm-hmm.
They call it Democratic and Republican. I mean, they're fighting amongst themselves. A house divided against itself. And I tell you what, I'm going to tell you a fact. This is true. You cannot separate Hallel from his angels. You cannot separate the devil from his angels. Satan, the great dragon, the old serpent called the devil, he has angels too, and you cannot make them go away from him. Their souls belong to him. That's why he confiscated them and recruited them while we were on our planet. They went with him to stay with him. So it doesn't matter if you stand on Fifth Avenue and point a gun at someone while he's campaigning and shoot him and they'll still follow him. That's exactly right. And you can try, and you can indict him if you like. You're just going to make his angels stronger. They gave you, and they demonstrated that to you anyway on January 6th, 2022. Is that right?
Yeah.
They demonstrated that in your face. It even took away your capital right on the hill. Take it over. And that was just practice. You don't know what's coming. See, years ago, I posted on social media's Facebook that there are some men who are conspiring to take over the government. They call it a coup. I posted that years ago. Around the same time I posted that one day, the day is coming that every nose and mouth on this planet is going to require to have a mask to go out to the public from out of their house. There's somewhere in the house. So I posted that around the same time that I posted that there's some men that are conspiring against this United States government that's going to take it over. You thought it was January 6, 2022. That is not what I meant. That wasn't that was a takeover. That wasn't a takeover. That they took that under. That was a take under. Because many of them were under arrest after that. That was a take under. They went under arrest. This take over means it will be over after it's taken. It's going to be over after it's taken. And it will not, this government will not be able to recover. Along with other governments. I wrote 11 world leaders in 2017 with my own handwriting and red ink on white paper. And I warned them in the letter, if they did not help me to speak to, at that time, the presiding pharaoh of this spiritual Egypt, that they were going to suffer for that and may even face death. Well, one has already faced death and another one is suffering right now. And I told Emmanuel it was going to happen in the letter. And now his country is in jeopardy. Now I have 9 more to go. Well, Russia's another one. Russia's in trouble, so maybe I have 8 more to go.
Right.
I also wrote Israel. I wrote Benjamin Netanyahu. He'll tell you if he's watching.
Indeed.
Even if it's a recording, I wrote him too. I wrote in Hebrew, Hebraic, and told him the same. I told him I'm coming back. I told him I'm here and get out of my land. That's not your land. Anyway, that's not my subject. We're going to show you a video recording of a cell phone video recording of one of my angels here in Miami, Florida, recorded last night that you knew as Sunday night, March 19th, 2023. It was recorded 2 blocks from here over an apartment complex. We're 2 blocks from where this was recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Right here in Miami, Florida, the skies of cloudy skies. Cloudy, not cloudy. It became a clout T of darkness. Now you got to study clout. It ain't the clout what you think it is either. They destroyed this. They destroyed all idioms that we gave to our nations on this planet. Most of it's now in Creole. You even got some. You have souls that come from Spain. They came from Spain, migrated to Colombia, and you hate them. They hate one another, although they both speak Spanish. It's Colombia. Click on that for a moment. Show them that few seconds. I believe you had 3 of them. Show them what was recorded by cell phone last night, March 19th, 2023. And if they can detect it, that the light that they saw inside the cloud is purple. Okay. Take a good look at that. This is the first one. Is this light okay? Or should that light go off? Turn the light off and see if that would help. Is that down? Does that help? You can see with the light on? Turn the light back on. Turn that light off. No, turn that light off. The first one. How's that? Okay, turn that light back on. Turn this light off. Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay. Okay, play that. I think you have 3 different recordings. That's the first one?
Yeah.
Is it going?
Oh my goodness, it's moving. Oh my God. I got that. I got it. I got it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at that. They flying through.
Hmm?
Yes.
Praise you. I have a hard time. I think it's the ceiling like the block.
Yo,
Oh, it's the street ceiling.
it's marvelous.
And it's
Which one? This one? How's that? Is that better?
it's better, but still.
We'll turn it off.
Yeah.
How's that?
But again,
Play it again and see if that's better. I don't mind being in the dark for them to see this light.
Right.
Oh my goodness, it's moving. Oh my God. I got that. I got it.
You go that way.
I got it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at that. They flying through.
Yes. Praise you. Yo, it's marvelous.
for the second video. Keep that up.
Keep it on. We go to the second one. We're going to play all three. They're only a few seconds in intervals.
Keep that light.
You see that? Is it better?
Mm-hmm. You can see the blue and the purple.
You can see the blue and the purple.
It's a little tiny space.
And we have the last one. Okay.
He said it's some things about the sun.
This is the last one. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Oh shit. You shut up.
Can you see it? Moving back and forth? Okay. All right. Let's turn the lights back on. If you're able to see that, then you're a witness. You're a witness that our spacecraft are here and that our Father is here in Miami. Now, wherever you are and you think he's coming, that's because you're doing what you think is right in your own eyes. You went where you think is the right place. You went where you thought New Jerusalem was coming down out of the skies from and yet New Jerusalem is going to go into the old land where Jerusalem is. Why would my Father bring down here New Jerusalem, the United States of hell? That's not my subject. I'm not going to go into that. But if you think that my Father is going to bring a city, a holy city down in this hell, this land that's called hell, you're out of your mind. You don't even have one to be out of it. Come to think of it, you don't have a mind. I'm going to show you in a few moments that he's going to destroy this land as he promised he's going to. It's being destroyed now. That spacecraft last night over our heads, that's just one that we showed last night. We see that every night here. U.S. government, NORAD calls them UFOs. No such thing. They are celestial spacecrafts that come from our planet, and they were made on our planet. It's only ludicrous for you to think that since the United States government have aircrafts, spacecrafts, commercial jets that can fly, they make them in a hangar on some lands in some state, or even another country, and fly it here on this planet And what makes you think my father cannot make spacecrafts that we have on another planet and fly to this planet? How you think he left after he created and made on this planet? What did he use to leave? One of your American Airlines or Spirit Airlines, Delta, Jet? Wake up and come to reality and stop living in fantasy worlds. Your fantasy mind. Anyway, you have your study tools. You have your come book. Come to me and get your position. Come to me. Come. Tell Miami, come to me and get your position. That way you'll have your composition book. Your composition book. I mean, everyone have their name now. You have your Hebrew name on your book. You wrote it in Hebraic, and you wrote from right to left. All right. Now first thing you're going to do is you're going to establish a calendar, a time. On the first page to the top, you should put celestial time, 6026. Celestial time, 6026. Now, with that said, you're going to go to a calendar. You're going to go to Google and type in calendar 2023 or 2023 calendar. And we're going to count together. 2023 calendar. You have it? United States. We don't want Great Britain. When you do, you should see today's date and day, Monday, highlighted under March. Is that what you see?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as we do that, math book. My father in 1993, I believe it was, let's see, copyright. Actually started 1985. Copyright 1985. That means he was still here with us in the temple. He established and created this book. He wrote it. Can you see it? He wrote this book. Make sure you can see that. This book. The Mathematics of Yodewafe. Beth no Sofe Yodewafe. Designed to rule the world forever. And notice that he did not put by to the bottom as an author. Because this mathematics is from right to left. Yodewafe. Yodewafe. Right to left. It is also of Beth no Sofe Yodewafe, the Son of Yahweh. It's by God and the Son of God. See it?
Yeah.
That's from right to left. See? From right to left. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's God, the Son of God. That means the God wrote it, and the Son of God is going to calculate it. That's why the compass is there, to divide it, and to measure it, and to calculate it on the geo of the O of geometry in the circle. That means that circle starts at 360, divided by 2. That would be 180. 2. Why 2? 2 vernal equinoxes. 2 vernal equinoxes. You have the first vernal equinox that starts in the spring, and the second vernal equinox starts in the fall. The first vernal equinox is at what they called Passover. We're not called it passed over.
Right.
The second vernal equinox falls under Feast of Tabernacles. There is no Feast of Weeks. You're in the Feast of Weeks now. What you thought was Feast of Weeks ends at 7 weeks. That's why I call it Feast of Weeks. If there was a Feast of Weeks, it'd only be 7 days. 7 days is not weeks. 7 days is a week. That's why all those who are weak celebrate it and recognize it because they know what they were doing. You can't understand the law. Shiloh have to give you the law.
Right.
It's not true that 7 days is 1 week.
That's
Then
true.
why are they celebrating the Feast of Weeks in May? May is the summer. Headed towards summer, June. So here, as you count, we're looking at, go to March 10th at sundown. You have it? Okay. March 10th. I'm going to catch up with you. And we do have, you have the United States calendar.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm waiting for mine to pull up. Okay, you start from March 10th, which was a Friday at sundown.
Okay.
And you're going to count. That would be the first day of the first month. The first month is not named Abib. Abib is codex. Abib is a meaning. It's cryptic. On page 78 of this book, our days start at sundown. On page 78, you can get this book. Page 78. Our days start at sundown. From sundown to sundown. This is still not, I'm still waiting to catch up. I have to go to okay, you have March 10th at sundown. That's the first day from Friday to Saturday. March 10 and 11 is the first day. That's the first day that we observe passed over. Well, we passed over all of that was old. We passed over the old leaven.
Mm-hmm.
My father passed over it thousands of years ago already. He passed over Egypt. It was passed over. That was Passover. Now it's passed over. Now you're going to count. Right now we're in the 20th day of March, which is the 10th day.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, they doubled already. So when you look at, I mean, since this is the 10th day, we can start from here. At sundown would be the 11th day.
Right.
So we count. Right? 11 from Monday to Tuesday, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now we're 17.
17 Monday.
Right. Monday the 27th
Mm-hmm.
was 18,
Tuesday.
19, 20, 21, 22, which would be April 1st,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
23, Sunday, April 2nd, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 30th day should be Sunday, April 9th.
Yeah.
That means from sundown Sunday to sundown Monday will be the first day of the second month. You should be making notes of this in your notebook. That's why you have this time. That's one another reason why my soul wrote and left record of pray that your flight be not the winter, neither on the Sabbath day, the Sabbath day. So now we're into the second month, right? From what? From sundown Sunday to sundown Monday.
Yeah.
Second month. First day, 2. Sundown Monday, sundown Tuesday, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Sunday the 30th. 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30 should be Tuesday, May 9th. Right? Now we're to the third month. From Tuesday to Wednesday, first day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. The 22nd would be May 31st.
Yeah.
What month?
May.
What month?
The
Second month. Again, which is what? I want to make sure you follow me.
31st of May on a Wednesday.
Is what?
Is the 22nd.
22nd. 22nd,
Second
21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30 will be what? June 8th.
Yeah.
30.
30 June 8th.
Now we go into the third month. 1. From Thursday to Friday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30 should be July 8th on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Now you're going to the fourth month. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So from Saturday, sundown, to Sunday, sundown the 9th, would be the first day of the fourth month.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 is what?
Should be what, Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday the 6th of August. That's 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So from Sunday to Monday, sundown the 6th, Sunday to sundown Monday. The 7th should be the first day of the 5th month. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Is that right? Or the fourth month? The 5th month.
Fifth month. The 20th day should be on the 26th. The Saturday, obviously.
26,
Yeah. The last stop time.
27, 28, 29, 30. What's the 30? No, we lost a month. Got to go back. Right now we should be in the 6th month. Should be in the 6th month.
July, we got the 8th day. July 8th.
July 8th is what?
The 4th month.
Right, that's the 4th month, July 8th. Going to the 5th month.
Right.
So go back to July 8th.
Yeah.
4th month.
Mhm.
And that's from sundown Saturday to sundown Monday, the first day, the fourth month.
Kenny.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30 will be Monday, August 7th.
Mhm.
I have news for you. That's the beginning of the 6th month. You got to go back and count. Don't be confused. See, August 7th, that Monday, should be the beginning of the 6th month.
Yeah.
August 6th, September 27th.
Let me explain to you why. August Monday to sundown Tuesday, the 8th, first day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. See, the 30th day should be September 6th of the 6th month. That should be the last day of the 6th month.
It always fall like that again.
So as I was counting, you should have been keeping up, right, with the numbers.
Yeah.
Remember, our days are not named, they're numbered. They're numbered. And that confirms the second 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth column here, the fourth column says our days are numbered, not named. And the reason why September 6th will fall as the 30th day of the 6th month is because we have to put into effect Genesis chapter 1, verse 20, when all of the multiples and the abundance of the waters and the fowls of the air will be coming to existence. You don't know what that means yet. So we got to go back and get that, no matter how much time it takes. So put a mark in your book. Let's go back. Then we're going to go to the Bible and show you why the evening morning with the fifth day. What you're doing now and what the world is not doing, I'm revealing, is that all this calculations going by what happened in the air and in the sea, in the ocean. Well, the sea, not the ocean, the sea.
Mm.
The creatures in the sea and the fowl of the air, which is cryptic. Why? Because we head toward the Feast of Tabernacles. So go back. Go back to the day. It's the first month. 10th day. At sundown will be 11th day.
Yeah.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, April 1st, Saturday is the 22nd day, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Make a note of that. September 9th. Excuse me, April 9th. I'm already in September. I can't wait to get to September. I'm going to show you why. Second month now begins with April 9th. Make a note, make it in your book. Make sure you, before you write it in ink, you make sure it's confirmed, it's accurate, that it's true. Now let's go to the second month. That starts April 9th at sundown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21st day should be April 30th.
Yeah.
21, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 30th day of the second month should be May 9th.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go to the third month from May 9th, from Tuesday to Wednesday, May 9th to 10th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 30th day of the third month should be June 8th.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to the fourth month. From Thursday, June 8th to Friday, June 9th, first day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sixth day of the fourth month, right? Should fall on July 4th. 6 there, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. The 30th day should be on the 28th of July. Now what month are we going into? 5. Going to the fifth month.
Mm-hmm.
That began Friday, the 28th, Saturday, the 29th, first day. Fifth month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Where are we now?
26.
I'm looking at August 27th. So that's good. Did I miss something? Go back.
27. Yeah, 27.
Of what?
August. What month? Fifth month.
Going into the sixth
Going into the 6th month.
on the 27th of August.
You say it begins when? August what?
Can unincorrect on the 27th of August would be the 30th day of the fifth month, going into the sixth month, from sundown the 27th to the,
Okay.
to the 28th.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sixth day, the 6th month should end in September. September 6th. The 6th month should end in September. Because we're going to add on the 5. Let me show you why. Go to your Bible now. Go to the first book. Go to Genesis chapter 1. Let me show you why. Read verse. Start at verse 19.
Genesis 1:19, quote, the evening and the morning were the fourth day.
Okay. Now read the next verse.
Verse 20, and God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that have life. And the
Okay, hold it. You can't run past this. What is the reverse 20 again?
And God said, let the waters
What
bring
waters? What are the waters?
people.
People. In fact, go to your concordance and look up H4325. These waters are peoples, but they're also transitory things.
Care.
Hmm?
Care.
So what is that?
Mayim.
Huh?
Mayim.
Yeah,
We do have transitory things.
right. That means, this is why it's important. Like go to Revelation chapter 17. And read verse 15. Well, actually, read start at verse 1. Put your marker here in Genesis. We're going back to the first chapter.
Revelation 17:1.
And then you're going to find out how you got lost on the way from March to September. And why our people, some like to challenge my wisdom. And right now they're saying, oh, you keep messing up. Can't even get from March 10th to September 6th without going past 6 months. Read verse 1.
Verse 1, quote, and there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Okay, now all of a sudden we have many waters. That makes it plural. In chapter 1 of Genesis, it didn't say many waters. It just had waters.
Waters.
And then they gave you what reference they gave you in Hebrew for waters.
H4325.
Okay. Now read verse 15 of the same chapter. We're going to go to the Greek's meaning, and we're going to let you know now what the Greeks hit it, what it means.
Verse 15,
With
quote,
verse 15.
and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the
What you mean sawest? Not seest? What book is this, Revelation?
Revelation.
Where's the position in the Bible?
The last position.
The last position. And what book is Genesis?
The first position.
That's why thou sawest. The first shall be last, and the last first. So maybe that's why you sawest in past tense, because that's what you sawest in chapter 1 of Genesis. Or what?
Where the whore sitteth
Mm-hmm.
are peoples and multitudes.
That's what they are? Did you say multitudes?
Yeah.
And what?
And nations and tongues.
Okay, now you said multitudes. Now look at your course on the G5204, G5204. The watch is figurative. Even in Genesis chapter 1, it's figurative. It means people. You also mentioned multitude.
Mm-hmm.
Which would it give you?
It gives us water. of water and rivers.
What's the last meaning?
Used of many peoples.
Okay. Figurative. You have
Figurative.
FIG?
Figurative.
That's one from the fig tree.
Mm.
These people are from the fig tree. These waters. Figure it out. From the fig tree. It's figurative. Now go back to Genesis chapter 1 and look at verse 2. Read verse 2.
Genesis 1:2, quote,
Mm-hmm.
and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep.
So the deep have a face too. How does the deep have a face? That's in darkness. Darkness upon the face of the deep. I mean, there's some waters that are deeper than other waters, even in the spirit, in the mind. That's proven in the next verse. The next sentence, read it.
And the Spirit of God
See how deep that spirit is? Did what?
moved upon the face of the waters.
Since when did waters have a face? If you would think of literal, then that's where you got confused and got messed up.
Mhm.
And that's why your count is messed up. Oh, I'm going to unmess it up for you. I have to show you how deep your face is. And where you were looking at this, see, because what the reason why your face is messed up because you're using Japanese time. The Japanese call you a dog. You're using Japanese time, and the Japanese called you a dog. They called me one too. I'm the bigger dog than you are. You know, all the time, you didn't know you were the waters. Now go back to 20, verse 20. Actually, look at verse 10 for a moment. You got to look at verse 9. I know, because we should have read this whole chapter. I don't want to take up too much of that Monday. Read verse 7.
7.
Yeah. What is it?
Verse 7, quote, and God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so.
You have to comprehend composition, this entire chapter, to know what these waters are. That these waters are not the H2O that you think it was or is. There's some waters above the firmament and some below the firmament. Both are people. In the old world, they're called angels up in heaven and angels down here on the planet. Read verse 9.
And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place.
You see? The people. And what?
And let the dry land appear. And it was so.
The dry land. In my Bible, that land is italicized.
It is.
That means that land is not what you think it is. That means some landed here on the planet and they appeared right on the planet that are called the waters of angels that were above the firmament. They landed. Yeah. And what? And read verse 10.
God called the dry land earth.
Really? Now you need to know what earth and what?
And the gathering together of the waters called he seas.
All it could see and what?
And God saw that it was good.
That's why they were seas, because he saw it, that it was good. Seas. Now you think it's earth. These waters have a heart. They have a heart. And I am he that's art in he. I am the he and art he. I am he that's art in the waters, which art in heaven. Now go to your board. Go to your. We're in verse 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now go to your blank search box of your concordance. You have it? Okay. Now, write earth. You could do this on your scroll in your you're at your position composition book. Right? You got earth. Everyone who did not know and they're watching now, even if it's recording, thought this was a planet. This is part of the waters that have been divided, that landed
Mm-hmm.
here on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them had a heart. They have to have a heart in order to live. Don't you have a heart?
Yeah.
It's impossible to be living and don't have a heart to pump your blood. Now, how you spell it in the search box? EARTH? Well, they put the H at the end. So take the H from the end and put it in the front of the E. What you have? Heart.
Heart.
Heart?
Heart.
Heart. You thought it was earth. I mean, this earth is a man. And people.
And people.
So you have HERT.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, in the middle, you have ART.
Yeah.
Now take the H away from the front. No, don't take it away. Separate the E and the A from the heart. You have he art.
The art.
Click on that and see where it takes you. He art.
Mm.
You found it? Okay. And where it took you to? It hardly took you anywhere.
Yeah. First place it took us was Genesis 12.
That don't sell us anything. Why? Because you look at it from left to right. Now go back to your box. You look at it from left to right. Now go back and put the he on the other side of art. And look at it from right to left. And now you're going to come to one of the sons of, now you're going to come to Judah. Now you know that Judah is those waters that came under the firmament that were divided from the other waters of Esau and the other tribes.
Yeah. First place, Genesis 49.
Art he.
Yeah, RT.
Read it. That's Genesis chapter 49, verse 8.
Yeah.
See, read verse 1 first.
Genesis 49:1, quote.
Mm-hmm.
And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
What? When are the last days?
Right now.
Right now. Every one of his sons were given, and it was not them. Their names were being used and their tribes. And in the last days, every one of those names will be used to coincide with Matthew chapter 24, which includes Joseph,
Mm-hmm.
who would be who would bind up, bite in the den, Biden. I mean, Joseph's name will be used too today, and Biden, even a son of Joseph that didn't make it, went to war. Read it now. Read verse 2.
Verse 2. Gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father.
Okay, now you go from verse 3 all the way to 7, and you'll hear what Reuben did, and Simeon and Levi, or Lavi, what they did.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden you get to 8, the octagon, the octagon, 8. You get to 8.
Yeah.
And what happens in 8?
Judah, and thou art he
Thou art he who's the earth.
whom thy brethren shall praise.
See? Art he.
Yeah.
That's earth.
That's earth.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. What?
Thy hand shall be at the neck of thine enemies. Thy
Mhm.
father's children shall bow down before thee.
So who is this he? This he is really not Judah. They're not Yehuda. This he is in verse 10. Read verse 10.
Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
Okay. Now that you read verse 9, let me try it again. Read verse 10. I want verse 10. You read verse 9.
Verse 10, quote, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
That means all the gatherings that were happening throughout history. And Ma'ab did not gather the people. He called them.
Mhm.
Ma'ab was here, came here in 1979, and what he did was he called them. He called everyone to come to the temple. But he didn't gather them
Mhm.
because he's not Shiloh. Shiloh can only be given when the earth is revealed.
Right.
When waters are revealed, the God of waters is going to reveal the water. That's Mem.
Yeah.
And the lawgiver to reveal to you what the INU is of the Japanese, that they call you as a, they want you to know that you're a God.
Mhm.
So there's Art He. Who's Art? Who is he? He is the one who took you out the womb. From chapter 1 of Genesis. Go to Psalm 22. Read verse 2.
Psalms 22:2, quote, O my God, I cry in the daytime, but thou hearest not, and in the night season, and am not silent.
Read to verse 4. Read to verse 4.
But thou art holy, O thou that inhabitest the praises of Israel. Our fathers trusted in thee, verse 4. They trusted, and thou didst deliver them.
From Egypt. The same one as who delivered them today. Read verse 9.
Verse 9. But thou art he.
Thou art he that you thought was the earth,
Mm.
a planet. There, thou art he that what?
That took me out of the womb. Thou didst make me hope when I was upon my mother's breast.
Right. Exactly. Go to Psalm chapter 71. Psalm chapter 71. Read verses 4, 5, and 6.
Verse 4, quote, deliver me, O my God, out of the hand of the wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man. Verse 5, for thou art my hope, O Lord God. Thou art my trust from my youth. Verse 6, by thee have I been holden up from the womb. Thou art he that took me out of my mother's
See, there he is
bowels.
again. Thou art he, the earth, that took me out of my mother's bowels. Well,
My praise shall be continually of thee.
you got it? You thought that was earth. That's art. He. Also with a heart. Now go back to your search box. Because some of the earth most of it's going to be destroyed. See, they're still recognizing Passover. They are in their count right now. They're gonna get it to 14 after the first day. And then they're gonna observe Passover from their heart. As Ma already passed over this planet, even passed over Egypt. So you're back in your search box, right Earth, go back and type in Earth. You got it? Spell it. You should be writing this in your book. You're writing, I gave you come in your position.
Mhm.
You have EARTH?
Yeah.
Why? Since when does a Hebrew word begin with a vowel?
Mm.
A is not a vowel. A is a symbol. A is a symbol of a ladder with a crossbar to get from one part of heaven to the next part of heaven. It's a crossbar. You want to know why they do this? Why they do this?
Mm.
Apex, acute,
Mhm.
the acute. Right?
Yeah.
So you have EARTH. E is on the west side. Why is E on the west side? We come from the east. Is that what you have?
Yeah.
Okay, we come from the east, so you got to put the E after the H to put it back to the west. Now you should have ARTHE.
Yeah.
Is that what you have?
Yeah.
Must be in the Bible. Click on it and see if it takes you. See if ARTHE takes you anywhere. It should. ARTHE it should take you someplace. I mean, I can't see. I mean, you have so back and I could look at the screen or monitor, but
Yeah.
huh?
Pulling it up now.
ARTHE. A bad gateway.
Yeah.
So that's a bad gate. That means you can't come through that gate.
Yeah. Definitely giving us a.
Never get that.
Huh?
I ain't never seen that.
You know why you know why it's a bad gate? Because you put righteousness together with the tail
Mm.
of the dragon. Go back. Don't you see the R? The R stands for righteousness. Don't you see the T?
Mm-hmm.
It stands for the tail of the dragon.
Hey.
So you got to separate your righteousness from the tail of the dragon. You can't put that together. Yeah, now you have something that you should see. But the dragon is still there.
Right.
But you know, go back, take off the THE, just take that all together out. Now you left with, see, that's the. You thought it was the. But you know there's no such word as AR in the Bible. No such name. But that's passed over.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a 2-letter word that don't exist in English. It's supposed to be a vowel with a consonant, the R. As in a righteous man, a righteousness. Click on it, see if it takes you anywhere in the Bible. For those who think they know it all, they want to be me. You better teach this. If you want to be me, you want to have my job, you better teach this, or you're going to lose your congregation.
We have it 6 times.
Are you telling me AR is in the Bible 6 times?
Yeah.
You have got to be joking. Are you joking?
Mm-mm. I'll be serious.
Huh? You're going to tell me now, you're going to tell me the first place is in Numbers.
First place.
That's the first place you're telling me?
Okay.
So what is it? 6144. AR. Ayin Resh. That's what? A city.
Mm.
Moab. Moab is part of Japanese. Isn't it?
Can.
Is that right?
Right.
Excitement, anguish, and of terror. Do you have it? H5892. The etymology. H5892.
Can we have it?
You have it?
Excitement, anguish of terror. City, town, a place of waking, guarded.
Okay. Now go back to your search box. That means it's a the city or city?
A city.
A city. It's supposed to be the city. See, the city would be the city that my aunt came to in 1979. The, not A. This is the city, known as Miami, when the Bible is called AR. R. 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 See, R. So you back in your search box? You have AR. Put ARTHE back like it was. All together. ARTH. You have it all back together? ARTHE. Now we tried that, didn't work. It said it was a bad gate. So separate the R and the T and see if it takes us anywhere now. Now that we know AR is a city, let's see if it takes us to something that passed over already. See if it passed over. Does it say something like thou art to pass over through AR, through the city? And he did. Even the coast of Moab, what? Moab, M-O-A-B, Moab, this day. That means in order to leave, we got to pass over this city and go to some Moab. Even by the Japanese INU. The Japanese, see, but the Japanese call it INU. Oh, you didn't know it was such a word? The Japanese call it INU? Well, how you say, write it down, write INU. INU together. It's a word. INU. INU. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, now how do you say yes in the Hebrew? Ken, write that down. Right, you got INU, and I write down K-E-N. Ken. They think it's Cain. See, those who don't come and study, and they don't keep on studying, they think it's Cain. We don't say Cain as our yes in Hebrew. Cain is the son of Lucifer, or Hallel the dragon. My father did not write Cain in his Hebrew book. So we all get Cain, and we all get that from Aniyahab. We all get Ema from. And Abba, where y'all get that from? He don't have Abba, Eba in the book. He have Ken for yes and Lo for no. Now you have INU and you have KEN, Ken. Now go to Google. Go to Google for a moment. All right? You have it, and type in INU meaning.
Wow.
Where it took you to? Took you to a dog.
Yeah.
You should also see a symbol look like a man with legs open, arms stretched out.
It does. Yeah.
It also takes you, form it as Ken. See what the Japanese did?
Yeah.
They call you a dog. Why? Because you look at it from left to right. Now write down dog, but write it down from right to left. And that's what you are. You are a god. Opposite. Are you a god? But they got one word right, Ken. Yes. Are you a god? Yes. Are you a dog? Lo.
Right.
I'm destroying the Japanese today too.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Bring my gods back. Bringing my gods back. Destroying them. See, that's because, I am a God.
Mhm.
My Father is the God. He is the God. I am a God. Right? And I am in you.
Mhm.
My Ab is in me and I in you. But they don't want you to know that. That means since I am a God, that means my Father, my Ab is in me and I am in you. So that means since I'm a God and I in you, then you are a God too.
Yeah.
Go back to your search box. Do in you, I in you again. Just type in I in you all together and see if it takes you anywhere. Go back to your concordance, Strong's Concordance. If you was to do it in Google search box, you would go to translate and you put Japanese. It would have taken you there. No, it's got to be in there. Type in I in you.
INU. Okay.
Yeah. Don't you have it in your search box? Type only get I in you. 3 letters.
Got it.
Okay, what chapter are we going to now? What book?
Loading.
It's loading. Okay, we just got to find out what chapter to take.
0 chapter.
Huh?
0 time, 0 verses.
0 chapter.
You're not following my instructions. That's right. You're in trouble. You're not following my instructions.
In you.
You type in I in you.
Can
So you have to
letters-
follow my instructions. You must be obedient. See, we're on live streaming for all these people on this planet. So try it again, but this time try it without the homophone.
Can
Put the letter I and then type in after that IN and then do a YO in front of you. Now what do you have?
In you.
Isn't that what I said to type in?
Yeah.
So why were you disobedient? You typed in what you wanted to type in. Why are you typing in Japanese? We're not Japanese. I just told you the Japanese are calling you a dog.
Damn.
You want to stay a dog or you want to be a god? God. So you type in INU?
Yeah.
Okay, now click on that and see where it takes you.
Took us to John 14.
That's a what? It took you where? To John? Well, who is John the Baptist? That's your Og. Read the 2 scriptures.
Yeah.
John 4, read verse 1. Go to chapter 14. And read verse 1. We're right back where we started from on the first night of our Passover.
Yeah.
I go and prepare a place for you. Here you are. Why? So I can be in you and you and I in you.
Yeah. John 14:1.
What's it say?
Let not your heart be troubled.
Let your what?
Your heart.
Now you know what the heart is.
The earth.
I had to break down the earth for you to know who your heart is.
Wow.
So let not your heart be troubled.
Yeah.
Your earth.
Mm.
Why?
Ye believe in God?
See? God.
Yeah.
Not dog.
Mm-mm.
And that heart is in your, the God is in your heart. Beloved what?
Believe also in me.
Why? Verse 2.
Verse 2. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you.
Right. I would have. Go to verse 16. Because everyone don't know me. Read verses 16 and 17.
Verse 16, quote. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever.
So how is he going to be destroyed? And how are you going to be destroyed if forever is there?
Yeah.
Even the spirit of truth.
Yeah.
whom the world cannot receive. Why? Because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him. For he dwelleth with you, Y-O-U, in you, and shall be in you. Don't you see it? Shall be in you.
There it is.
I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you and be in you. Yet a little while, and the world seeth me no more. But ye see me, because I live, ye shall live also. Why? At that day ye shall know that I am in my Father, and ye in me, and I in you. He that hath my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me or harveth me, and he that loveth me or harveth me shall be loved of my Ab. And I will love him and her, and will manifest myself to him and her. And when that happens, then I will impose and I will activate verse 26. But the Comforter, which is the Holy Ghost, whom the Father will send in my name. So you must know what my name is. He shall teach you all things, even in you, in earth and heart, and bring all things to your remembrance, whatsoever I have said unto you. Remind you that you were earth before. No such planet called Earth. Go to chapter 15. I go to the next chapter. Chapter 15, you have it? You have it?
Okay.
I am the true vine. I am the true vine. They cut off half of the W and gave you vine.
True.
I am the true, and then they took the W and turned it upside down. They took the M and turned it upside down. They cut off half the M, turned it upside down, and gave you V, and you think it's vine and wine, well, yet you're mine. It follows I am the true mine, and my Father is the husband man and mine. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. From your come in position with me. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you. Abide in me, and I in you. As a branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. In mine, no more can ye, except ye abide in me. Me, mine. Now go to your search box. Who is me? I am in. I in you. I am in. I am in the beginning and created what they thought was heaven. But I've also created earth, what? Your heart. So you can love me at the end with your heart and your mind, which is the heaven, the bowl. You see it?
Yeah.
Now take out, you had I in you, so take out the I and the you and just get with the N, I in. So you can find out why there are 365 days in a year. You can't figure that out until you study in. You must study in. How would you know how to put the 5 in the 360 if you don't know what in is? I am the 5. I have a pair of balances in my hand, and in one of those balances is 5. Just before you get to the Feast of Tabernacles. You have it? You should see in your concordance. Do you have it yet?
Can.
You should see that this supposedly two-letter word of English appears 12,674 times in the King James Version of the Bible and found in 9,526 verses.
Kid.
In. And you have never studied it before. You have no idea what N means. My father started teaching us way back in 79 and did not finish it. He did not finish N-I-N. Why? I'm to finish my works. His will, but my works. Why? Because when I reveal this will be like it was in the days of Noah.
Mm.
You don't know that.
Mm.
When I reveal N, that's why he didn't finish it. It's for me to finish in the days of Noah, like it was. So go to chapter 7 to get us now. Chapter 7. You start at verse 1.
Genesis 7:1, quote, the Lord said unto Noah, come thou and all thy house into the ark.
What's that? Noah? There's no Noah. That means when I reveal this, there would be no brothers.
Mm.
You would not be a brother. You become an angel,
Wow.
a God.
Mm.
No ark. No ark. I'm not making it up. Look at age 51:46. And I'm going to get the rest of you. I'm going to get the rest of my angels that will be gathered in the last days by Shiloh. That'll be the rest of you. No ark, angels.
All right. No ark.
And you'll be in a resting place right here with me where you'll see the purple light come through the clouds. The last days. Just settle down. What you have?
Rest.
That's what it gave you.
Mm.
It didn't come from there though. But that rest, see, it's not rest like you go at night and rest in the bed.
Mm.
This is the rest of them. I'm gathering the people. I need the rest of them.
Right.
It actually come from H 5117. Because see, we'll be on 51st Street.
Mm.
We'll be on 51st Street, 51. And then at one time, I'd have about 17 of you in here. I was with someone today, and we stopped at a 7-Eleven to get something, to purchase something. It's none of your business what we purchased. I tell you, it wasn't alcohol, there wasn't no cigarettes, there was no Black and Mild, I tell you that.
Yeah.
It wasn't Black and Mild or white and rough. It wasn't none of that. But while we were there, here comes Jacob walking past the counter as we were coming in. He carrying 2 crutches in his hand. One of his legs was like almost dismembered. Still attached to his bones, but you can tell something terrible happened. May have been a car accident, but he lost that left leg. It's just hanging there. It's just there. And in other words, he was lame. And what I did was, as he was struggling to open the door, I realized, I looked in the back, I ran to the door and opened it for him. And he said, thank you. I said, it's my pleasure. And then when I gave the clerk the monies in exchange for what I was purchasing, I looked out the door and he is struggling to get in his car, parked right there at the handicap spot. So I ran out the door and I went right to, he had the door open by then. I ran to the door. He put his beverage on the roof of the car. I grabbed the beverage off the roof. His crutches was, he walking with crutches. His crutches was by the door. He sat in the seat. I said, I got you. Don't worry, I got your back. Gave him a drink. He put it in the console. I said, we want your crutches here right here by the door. I got them right there. I put them right there by the door and shut the door for him. He said, thank you very much. I said, it's my pleasure. I said, I got your back. Don't worry, I got your back. And I told the angel that was with me, When we get back to the house, I'm going to show you this is for the fulfillment of the Christ helping someone that was lame of prophecy. And don't be surprised if it's in 7:11 of the chapters.
Damn. 7-Eleven.
And it's right there in 2 books. The first book is chapter 7, and the next book is chapter 11.
Damn.
I'm going to show it to you. Let's get through this first. Fulfilling prophecy. Do you see that this rest is to those that remain alive?
Okay.
To let remain and leave, depart, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
To be left, the rest. You thought it was rest. I told you it's the rest of them. Those that remain and are alive. You have H5117.
Yeah.
See, Noah. No, Noah's not a name. There's no vowels in Hebrew. Where you get the OH from? The OA. You thought Noah. Why you think they put it NOE in Matthew chapter 24? They have NOE in Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
You got it? Now go back and read verse 1 again. Again, against chapter 7. See chapter 7? Read it.
And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark.
You got it? What ark? The ark is right here, right now. The ark of the covenant. The ark right here in this house. Just
Yeah.
and do what?
For thee have I seen righteous before me.
See righteous? And what?
In this generation.
Go ahead.
Verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by 7.
There go the first lie that they told and taught you in Sunday school. Ain't no such thing as they took 2 of every animals in the ark. 2 by 2. I don't see that in my Bible. Here we see 7s. This 7 is very significant. Same as the 7 angels, the 7 vows that the angels have. The 7 lamps, the 7 pipes, the 7 lamps. 7s. Even the law is perfect by 7s.
Yeah.
The male and his female.
Yeah.
And the beasts that are not clean by 2. The unclean by 2, male and his female. Read verse 3.
Verse 3. Of fowls also of the air by 7s.
Mm-hmm.
The male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth.
Now, you don't know what that means. You think right now it's birds. We're going to go right back to chapter 1. We're going to show you that birds is people, it's angels.
Mm-hmm.
The fowls. Read verse 7.
Verse 7.
Now we go to 7:7.
And Noah went in, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him into the ark, because of the waters of the flood.
Okay, now, he went in?
Yeah.
What you mean in? What is in? You see IN?
Yeah.
Go back to your concordance now and look at IN and see if it has a meaning.
Yeah, we have H935 next to it.
And what's it say?
Okay. Both.
Bo, to be what? Together. I'm gathering you at the end. I'm gathering in the end, at the end, to bring you in the end, to be brought.
Mm-hmm. Gather. Yeah.
Gather. You see it?
Yeah.
You see to lead in,
Yeah.
to carry in, to bring in, and cause to come in. I mean, let's see, gather. And in his days shall the gathering of people be.
Yeah.
Now go back to chapter 1. But before you do, I promised that angel I'll show him what was fulfilled today at 7:11. At 7:11. I promised him that. So go to, let's see, the first book you go to Go to Luke chapter 7. Let's go to that first. Since we're going to do 7, 11, we go to Luke first. Chapter 7 and read verse 22.
Luke 7:22, quote,
Mm-hmm.
Then the Christ answering said unto them,
I did say to him, when you go back, you're going to tell them. What?
Go your way, and tell John what things ye have seen and heard.
Mm-hmm.
How
And what?
how that the blind see, the lame walk,
There it is right there. And what?
the lepers are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are raised, to the poor the gospel is preached.
I'm doing that now. All that's being fulfilled now. He's seen the lame walk.
Yeah.
That's 7. Now go back to Matthew chapter 11. And then you're going to have 5 right next to it. And we're going to add on these days after the 180 count to see why. Matthew chapter 11. Read verse 5. Read verses 4 and read 4 so you get a foundation.
Matthew 11:4, quote, The Christ answered and said unto them, Go and show John again those things.
See it there?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those things which ye do hear and see. Verse 5.
5.
The blind receive their sight, and the lame walk.
That's the 11.
Yeah.
What?
The lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear. The dead are raised up, and the poor have the gospel preached to them.
You don't think it's amazing how they've got 2 different books, but they put the same testimony, and they put on the 7-11.
Yeah.
Even with 5 and 22.
Double 7.
You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now go back to chapter 1 of Genesis. And we're going to start at 22 again. Now we know what actually start at 20. Now you know what the earth is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Genesis 1:20, quote, And God said, Let the waters.
Now we know what the waters are.
Yeah.
What?
Bring forth abundantly.
Stop. Hold it. What's abundantly? See, now you have a team. I'm going to get to it. Don't write it down yet. I'll tell you what to write. Read. Keep read the rest of it.
The moving creature that have life, and the fowl that may fly above the earth in the open,
The moving creature? Go ahead.
In the open firmament of heaven. Verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth.
You keep saying creature. Go ahead.
Which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good.
22.
22. And God blessed them, saying, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth.
Now read verse 23.
And the evening and the morning were the 5th day.
And that's where you got your count confused. How? Because you were not a team. You have to do it as a team. You wasn't a team. If you're not a team, then you're not going to be able to do it correctly. So with that said, write down team in your book. You have it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that you have that, go now to, we continue to study. See, if you knew this, then you would have a problem with it, and it would be no need for me to be here to do this. So go ahead and go back to your address box, your search box, and your concordance. All right. And type in what you're on your paper. Type in T. We're looking for the King James Version team. What happened?
We didn't find the King James Version.
I'm not interested in the other version. I want team.
0 times 0.
What do you mean 0 times? That's impossible. I said you wasn't a team. If you were created to be a team from above the firmament. So how come you don't find it in the Bible? You're supposed to be a team. Wait a minute. Let's go back for a moment. You wrote down team in your book? What you wrote down? Spell it. No, what you wrote down?
TEAM.
Who told you to write down TEAM? I didn't tell you to write down. I didn't say write down TEAM. Where the A come from?
Oh.
I said write down team. Team is TEEM.
Damn.
I don't see team in Genesis chapter 1, verse 22. Abundantly. Go back to your concordance. In verse 20, you don't see team there? And God said that the waters bring forth a team? Unless you don't think that you are also, I told you are a God and you create. You create your team that have life. Unless you don't see it. You don't see it? Oh, that's because you thought it was a creature. But since you are messing up, write down creature on your paper. In your book, CREATURE. You got to give you some. You got to be cured. You have creature.
Yeah.
I'm not going to even ask you how you wrote it. You already proven you don't know how to write anything now. I just told you create. Okay, now go to your search box of your concordance. You have it? Because this is yours. You got creature? Type creature in. Now, it being that you are a creator, and I also said you are a God, that means I'm giving you light in your mind. Light. That means you'll become a flame of fire, even at night, so they can see as you passed over. That's why you're right in what you call now your come position, so you can share others who don't have this, or those be recorded. You can share with them and teach them. So you wrote down creature as a T. How you spell your creature?
CREATURE.
How you gonna write that down and you have to create? You don't know this is your create. You create.
Yeah.
You are creator.
Mm.
So you got to take out the UR. Who told you to put the UR in there? Remove the UR.
Mm.
And see if you're not in chapter 1 with me of Genesis. See if you're not in Psalm chapter 51.
Goodness.
You're in Psalm 51?
Yeah.
As in 51st Street?
Yeah.
Wait, now you telling me out of the whole Bible, you wrote the word create,
Yeah.
and the first book you come to is Psalm chapter 51?
Mhm.
Well, why not Genesis chapter 1?
Yeah.
Because I already created,
Right. Already did.
already done. The only thing you can do after me is come to 51st Street and create.
Mm.
And what it tells you that, go to your, what does it say? 1254?
H12.
And what's it take you to?
Bara.
But you're going to be shocked to find out it's of heaven and earth.
Can.
How about of individual man?
Mhm.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
creating you all over again.
Mhm.
You're creating, I'm creating all over again of something new. See if you don't see of something new in there too.
Can.
You do?
Mhm.
How could it be? You already knew this. Even of new conditions and circumstances. How about always with God as subject
Mm.
to shape and fashion? The second meaning. Are you serious? And now you have your meanings, right?
Yeah.
And would you mind that most of them are in Isaiah? As I create a new heavens and a new earth. Read verse, go look at that, look at 65:17. Go back to your scriptures.
Can see it. Mhm.
For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. I just did that.
God.
A new earth. Now I did all that during this testimony on live. I create a new earth right in your face and a new heaven. Right in your face, right in the face of everyone watching on this planet. Fulfilling this. Look at 45, Isaiah 45, where I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. How did I create the light? You know, by telling you to write down creature.
Well,
When I told you to write down creature and you wrote it down, I created light because I made you the flame of the light. Why? Because I told you to put the UR on the side and just put down create. Now let me show you where I created the flame, the light. Go back to your search box now. You put UR to the side. You know there's no such word in the Bible as UR. You put to the side? Okay, you put create. Okay, now take create out of the way, get that out of the way, and go back to UR. You put it on the side, so use it. Go back to your search box. You can't leave UR out there by itself. Although you know it don't see that don't exist like like what the other one don't exist. So AR. How could AR exist and UR exist? Well, you know AR exists now. You know, and both supposed to be vowels. Now you know UR don't exist in the Bible. That's impossible. Right? No such thing as UR existing. It's still loading. Well, you are the flame.
well, there it is. Occurs 5 times.
That's what?
You are.
You are the flame. Which I want H217. See, because you can't see that you also the light of fire. That's where it comes from.
Oh. Yeah.
So I just created light in your eyes,
Wow.
and I formed darkness. Well, you want to know why I'm wearing black today?
Yeah. Flame.
They want to be me. They better sure be able to do this. They better loose these seals. They better teach this. They better teach all things. All you who want to be me. All you who think you can come up to Yahweh ben Yahweh and deliver Judah back to your house.
Terrible price.
You better be able to do this. Now go back. Now we do the count. You get why? Because you got to do the 5. See, read. Now go back again and read verse 22 again, of the 5th day. See, that's the 5th day. Right? Go back, because you're not done with the abundance.
Bless them,
Mm-hmm.
saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. Verse 23.
And read her.
And the evening and the morning were the 5th day.
Okay, so where's your team? Your team is in verse 20. The team of light.
Mm.
Hidden where? Abundantly. Click on abundantly. Go to H8317 and see where your team is. I didn't tell you to write down TEAM. It's TEEM. Why? Because you got to meet me.
Mm.
You got to be a helpmeet. Did you write down meet? See, if I tell you to write down meet, you're going to mess that up. You're going to write down MEAT. I can't take you nowhere. Ob said, not good that I be alone. That means you got to become a creator too. You got to create, make, and form. You got to do all of that. You got to meet me. What you have? H83, huh? What you have? Loading? Okay. What you have?
To team.
You got TEEM?
TEEM.
So who told you to write down TEAM? Because that's what the devil taught you. They publish schools. They publish schools. I said you ought to be a team. You ought to be a helpmeet. You ought to meet me. It says multiply too?
Yeah.
Isn't that what I told you to do? Multiply your wisdom and your skills. Isn't that what you were told? But there it is. That means abundantly, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know? Abundantly said meat. So how come you didn't know that that creature also is the same thing? Go to creature and type the same thing in. That's how you become the meat. Teaming up to meat. It's right there. All you have to do is go to your concordance, type in, the abundant or what abundantly. It's going to all of it. Go to your concordance. Is it what? Click on creature. What is it? Teaming. You should have teaming.
Same thing.
The same thing.
8318. Team.
It comes from 8317.
Yeah.
So now you know it's not what you thought it was in verse 20. You thought it was whales. Just because you see whales in verse 21, you don't know what that whales are. You don't know what that was. What whales? You thought it was just created. This planet is billions of years old. Well, Well, they put that they're coming from scrolls. Wow, you think we're gonna put in the scrolls and translate the scrolls and know what our goal is? Our secrets are? These are secrets. I promise I will come back after 2,000 years and teach you these secrets, reveal them. You got it now?
Yeah.
You to meet me. Will you have team? Well, right now you got team right. Now you know it. Right now, write TEEM on your paper, your book, from left to right. TEEM. You didn't know you're supposed to be a creator too. Creator, creature. You thought it was creature. You're a team of creators. Create. You got it? You wrote down TEEM?
Yeah.
Wow, where are you in America?
That's what we had.
No, then you should write down Hebrew. Write MEET. From right to left. I write again from right to left and come out of her and meet me.
So,
And put that in your box, MEET. Since you're not going to find TEEM, you put TEM in a search box, you're not going to find it. You couldn't find it, could you? Took you some other Bibles.
yeah.
They would tell you then what it was. Took out the King James Version. Now put MEET and what it has.
We have Genesis 2:18 and the H58:28. Help meet.
Okay, it's supposed to come from 71:22. That's the etymology. 71:25. Actually, it's 71:25 or 71:22. The etymology on the Quran. That means now you go back to your account because when we close, got to take you to Isaiah 24 so you can see why I had to reveal the earth today to someone who never knew. That way you won't think you're going to become a victim of Isaiah chapter 24. All those who don't come are going to be a victim of Isaiah 24 because they think that's the planet. I mean, that represents the planet and not the people, not the human social beings.
Yeah.
So now you ready to go back to your calendar
Yeah.
and count and don't be tricked by Satan
Absolutely.
and deceived as I was deceiving them? I'm the deceiver. Now you're going to count correctly. Let's go back now to the date. One more again. Right?
Yeah.
And we go to, now we have March. Okay, hold on. And at this time, you're going to use your talent and you're going to separate each month. We're now in the first month. $30 days. The book, I'll say 30 days in each month. Now, right back here. 30 days in each month. You got it? Okay, 30 days in each month. Somebody called to get the accurate count too. You just stay tuned. Okay. Now we're on March 20th. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the 10th day. The first day was Friday, March 10th. We did not add on 5 days. Why? Because they were shortened.
Mhm.
They were shortened for the elect's sake for March. Why the elect's sake? Because it was passed over. Feast of Leavened Bread. That's for the elect. Those who don't want to be the elect, they didn't do that.
Mhm.
I did it for the elect's sake, not for their sake, but for the elect's sake, or no flesh should be saved.
Right.
That means they're not going to be saved. But for the elect's sake, who followed me, they will be saved. That's the mystery.
It is. Sure
They can
is.
do what they want to do. They can add on 5 days. They're just not going to be saved. Why? They don't want to be saved.
Mhm.
So let's count from day 1, Friday, March 10th at sundown to Saturday, March 11th is 1. 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're on the 20th of March is 10.
Yeah.
At sundown 11.
Mhm.
So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 on the 30th, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. The end of the first month, April 9th.
Mhm.
Make a note. April 9th is the end of the first month. Now we go into the second month.
Mhm.
Sundown Sunday to sundown Monday. That's 1.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Make a note. The last day of the second month is Tuesday, May 9th. You got it? Now we're into the third month.
Mhm.
From Tuesday at sundown to Wednesday, May 10th. The sundown is the first day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. So Thursday, June 8th is the last day of the third month, right? Thursday, June 8th. Now, from Thursday, June 8th to Friday, June 9th is the first day of the fourth month.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Saturday, July 8th is the last day of the fourth month.
Mhm.
You got it? Now, the first day will be from sundown Saturday, July 8th, to sundown Sunday, July 9th, the fifth month. Ready? Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30 is Monday, August 7th, the 30th day of the fifth month.
Mhm.
You got it?
Okay.
Now, that means from sundown Monday, August 7th, to sundown Tuesday, August 8th, is the first day of the fifth month. You got it? Fifth month. Let's count. 1, Actually, 6 months.
6 months.
6
right,
months.
6 months.
6 months.
6 months.
We just ended the 5th month. So now we're 6 months,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We're 24 days now into August. 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30.
What's 6 days?
September 6th. You got it?
Mhm.
September 6th, Wednesday, at sundown, is the last day of the 6th month, 6026. Now, if we continue to count, you got to hear this now. If we continue to count from Wednesday sundown, September 6th, to Wednesday sundown, to Thursday sundown, September 7th, we're going to leave out your creation and your abundance, abundantly, your teamwork.
Mhm.
And we leave out all of those of the fowl of the air that you are as angels, and of the sea that you can now see. There's no more SEA. Now you can see with your light.
Mhm.
In order for that to be fulfilled, I have to end the 5th day. Go now, pause it for a moment and go back and read it. Genesis chapter 1, verse 22. I never did this before.
Yeah.
It wasn't time.
Mhm.
Start at verse 20.
Verse 20 quote, and God said, let the waters
That God is not my arm. That's me. Let the waters, let the people do what?
bring forth abundantly
That
The
my
mo-
teamwork,
yeah,
but as a team to help what?
the moving creature that have life.
Your creation as a God that gave them light.
Mm.
That you go, that's why you write to teach others. Light. And what?
And fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament.
Now you know what the earth is.
Yeah.
You fly above the rest of the people with your mind as you're being taught above everyone else of your knowledge and wisdom.
Yeah.
That you'll be able to teach them.
Yeah.
And what?
Of heaven. Verse 21.
Verse 21.
And God created great whales.
Created great big-minded people. Right? Very well. The whales. All of them. And what?
And every living creature that moves.
Now you know what the creature is that moveth. And what? Some think this was the beginning of creation. It's not. This is the beginning of the crypto of the end of this world.
Mhm.
This is the beginning of the end of the world that I did.
Yeah.
Not the planet. Don't you see it's coming to an end now?
Mhm.
The first shall be last, and the last first. And what?
Which the waters brought forth abundantly.
Now you see what you bring forth abundantly of all your creation that you made in people.
Yeah.
The people, abundantly. Even as they were fruitful and multiplied.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After their kind.
After their kind. See, every kind, even all those of every nation on the planet, after their kind. Not only even the kind of the mind that they had all kinds of minds, following one another. And what?
And every winged fowl after his kind.
Mm-hmm.
And God saw that
See,
it was good.
If this was what you thought it was, why not her?
Right.
Or their kind.
Or it.
His kind mean you are the ones in charge of it. You created it.
Mhm.
Even the men and the women. And what? And it was what?
And God saw that it was good.
It was good. I mean, it was already there. And what?
Verse 22.
And what?
And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters.
Multiply what? Bring more people. I mean, because he's blessed. I mean, he said to them as if he's talking to a fish or talking to a whale who can understand. It's got to be people to understand the same language, comprehend it. Talking to them in their face, telling them what to do. Go out and get more, multiply, be fruitful, bring in the first fruit. I'm gonna show you. And what?
Fill the waters and the seas.
Mhm.
And
All
let-
let all them see. Let all the people can see. And what?
and let fowl multiply in the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 23. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day.
Now we started sundown. The evening and the morning were the fifth day. Now that you did all of that, from the feast of Passover and leavened bread, from then to now, 180 days. 180 days. Now, the evening and the morning of the first day, with the fifth day, now you got out on the 5 days.
Mhm.
Now you're out on the 5. Because we got to get to the results at Passover, at Tabernacle, Feast of Tabernacle. So now I go back to your calendar. We stopped at Wednesday, September 6th.
Mhm.
Because Tabernacle is supposed to start at sundown at 26. That means now we add the 5 days from 6. You got it? You got your calendar?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At sundown Monday to sundown Tuesday. From sundown Monday, September 11th. That sounds familiar.
Mhm.
September 11th at sundown. I'm sure the United States won't forget that day. To sundown Tuesday, September 12th, is a memorial of blowing trumpets. That's a memorial of the blowing trumpets right there. Why? Because now you are blowing the results of what you got, and you brought and were multiplied and were fruitful
Mhm.
of your creation.
Rejoice.
You brought in the harvest. You're bringing forth the fruit, the harvest,
Yeah.
and to the gathering, the end gathering.
Mhm.
Now that's the first day. Now you count 10 days, and you come to the Day of Atonement. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That means for what? From sundown to 21st
Mhm.
of September to sundown Friday, September 22nd,
Yeah.
is a Day of Atonement.
Atonement.
And that's the 7th month. Now, don't forget, we're in the 7th month. The first day of the 7th month is a sundown Monday, September 11th, to sundown Tuesday. September 12th is the first day of the 7th month.
Mhm.
And then the 10th day is from sundown Thursday to sundown Friday, the 21st and 22nd.
Yeah.
Now we got to get to the 15th day of the 7th month.
Mhm.
Let's get to that. From sundown Friday to sundown Saturday is 11. And from sundown Saturday to sundown Sunday is 12. From sundown Sunday to sundown Monday is 13. Sundown Monday to sundown Tuesday is 14. And from sundown Tuesday to sundown Wednesday is 15.
That's it.
The 15th day, September 27th,
Right on time.
right?
Yeah.
Will be the Feast of Tabernacles.
Yeah. Right on time.
And that is the day of the Feast of Tabernacles.
Mhm.
Now put your finger there, make a note, write it down your book. From sundown Tuesday, September 26th, to sundown Wednesday, September 27th, the first day of the Feast of Tabernacles for 8 days. If they go take a look at my birth certificate, they'll see September 27th on the birth certificate. I'm the Tabernacles with man. That means that would be the true Christmas day. And that's why the Jews recognize it as Yom Kippur,
Mhm.
Hashanah, and all that kind of mess that they created.
Coast, all that extra.
Even St. Michael's Day,
Right.
they created from that. And as the calendar changed, it became September 29th. And that's St. Michael's Day. Now go to Leviticus chapter 23. Let's prove it. Leviticus. And start around verse 34.
Leviticus 23:34.
It
Quote,
says what?
Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, The 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles for 7 days unto the Lord.
Read verse 35 and 36. Verse 35 and 36. Okay.
35. On the first day shall be an holy convocation. Ye
Mhm.
shall do no servile work therein. Verse 36. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you. And
Mhm.
ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein.
Okay. Now, remember I mentioned vine.
Mhm.
Okay. Go to Deuteronomy now, chapter 16. Deuteronomy 16. I said vine, that they removed half of the W, made it wine. And in some parts, they turned the W upside down. It's supposed to be mine. This tabernacle is mine, M-I-N-E. But they're giving you wine. Read verse 13. Deuteronomy chapter 16, read verse 13.
Verse 13, quote, Thou shalt observe the feast of tabernacles 7 days. After that, thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine.
Got it?
Yeah.
Now they have you thinking this corn is something that came out of the cornfield. It is not. Even the corn, see, even made corn, the oil out of corn.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what you think it is. Go to go to concordance and type in H1305. This comes from corn. H1305. Now, as you do that, this corn is all in the book called Genesis. You can even go to chapter 42 of Genesis and read verse 45. You said, then Joseph commanded to fill their sacks with corn. Not the corn that you thought. And to restore every man's money into his sack, and to give them provision for the way. And thus did he unto them. That corn was hidden under Strong's H1250. No, but it came from H1305. You have it? And it means to purify oneself. You can do that on your study. That corn is going to take you to H1305. That's mem with 5 days. 13 mem with the 5 days added on to your abundance and being a team. Begin with Beth. To purify oneself. Doing it to tabernacles.
That's the corn.
That's the corn, even though for some other grain. Now, let me show you what other 5 was hidden. For the 5th day. Did you finish that reading that?
Can't. In Genesis, can't.
Okay.
Start at verse 23.
Okay.
We finished reading Deuteronomy as well. No, we didn't read Deuteronomy yet.
Read Deuteronomy.
16, what verse? 13.
13. Read that.
Thou shalt observe the feast of tabernacles 7 days. After that, thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine. End quote.
You got it? Don't forget corn oil and the wine. Now you're in Revelation chapter 6, verse 6. And that's the 7 weeks. Don't forget the 7 weeks. See, we ended 7 weeks now that was promised in Daniel chapter 9, verse 25.
Yeah.
The building of the temple again. Not the temple, but building Jerusalem.
Right.
I think you should read that since it's on recording for the record. Go to Daniel chapter 9, and we're doing it for
Mhm.
for the Messiah. Read verse 25. Daniel chapter 9, verse 25. These are the 7 weeks, the Feast of Weeks that began March 10th
Yeah.
at sundown until April 30th. 7 weeks. Why? Because I'm building Jerusalem.
Mhm. Daniel 9:25.
What?
Know therefore and understand.
That's what you have to know and comprehend. You have to know and understand. What?
That from the going forth of the commandment
Going forth from his commandment. To what?
to restore and to
To
build
restore and to
Jerusalem.
build. I mean, come back to Miami, where he started, and to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah, the Prince of Peace. Shall be what? 7 weeks. And we're in that period right now. Why do you think he put that light over us last night? Why do you think he came? We're in it right now. You can ignore this if you want, because I'm going to close and show you what's going to happen to you as you ignore it. Shall be what?
And 62 weeks.
Shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. And what?
The street shall be built again.
Again. And what?
And the wall, even in troublous times.
And that's what's happening now. We are approaching it. We are in the troublous times.
Yeah.
So there's your 7 weeks, your Feast of Weeks. Feast of Leavened Bread weeks. Now let me close with Isaiah chapter 24. Turn to it. Let everyone see that. And this is my closing message. This should make, if you have any hair, if you don't have any hair, you're going to grow some hair to make it stand up on your back. I'm going to verbatim start at verse 1. It's a good thing I explained and revealed what the earth is, and how I've been making a new earth today. Why? Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be, as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord has spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Why? Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. I'm going to read verse 6 again. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. The new wine mourneth. The new wine mourneth. The vine languisheth. See what they did? Cut the W in half. Left half of it there for vine. All the merry-hearted do sigh. See why I had to convert your earth to heart?
Yeah.
The merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth. The noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree, and as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done. They lift up their voice. They shall sing for the majesty of the Lord. They shall cry aloud from the sea. Wherefore glorify ye the Lord in the fires. Even the name of the Lord God of Israel is in the isles of the sea. From the uttermost part of the earth have we heard songs, even glory to the righteous. But I said, my leanness, woe unto me. In Micah chapter 7 and verse 1. The treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Yeah, the treacherous dealers have dealt very treacherously. Fear and the pit. The snare are upon thee, O inhabitant of the earth. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit. And he cometh that cometh, and he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage. And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and it shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited in the concentration camps. Then the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed, when the Lord of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion and Jerusalem, and before his ancients of days, all of his ancients of days, gloriously.
Wow.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise Joe.
You see why I had to reveal what the earth, who the earth truly is, and what the earth is?
Yeah.
If I did not, you'd think it's going to be this planet.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine if it was this planet? No one would,
No flesh should be
no
saved.
flesh would be saved. But for the elect's sake, I shorten the days,
Yeah.
so that those who come and obey the ordinance that they change will live. I think I said enough. I think I revealed the secrets. Now that I have my team, I have my team. Where's your team? Praise Yahweh.
Praise Joe.
That's all I have to say for now. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Joe.
And we just sign off on all of our feeds that we came on.